Hi villagers, Jethro Seymour here for the Friday Real Estate Update file. Today's April 5th and I just want to give you a quick update on what's going on in the real estate market for the last week. If you're a real estate junkie like me and want to stay on top of the market, this is a great place to tune in. There are 11 current listings in the Davisville Village real estate market, 2 of which have sold conditionally. The other 9 have been on the market for an average days on market of about 34 days. This week there were 3 new listings put on the market. All 3 were detached homes, and that's kind of new. We've only seen really semi-detached homes come to market. So this week having 3 new listings on the market has actually been quite nice for those people looking to step up or buy a bigger house. The 3 new listings range in price from $1,495 for a detached house. It has a lot of wallpaper. You gotta like wallpaper if you want this house. It's more or less lot value for the neighborhood, and it's right across the street from Morris County School, which is a nice location if you got young kids that want to go to the school. The one that was listed for $2,595 was not a new construction home, but a large home on a fantastic street. So it's pretty well positioned. It's got a little bit of a wider lot than most. I think it's about 28 feet by 125. Most of the Davisville Village real estate is 25 by 125 for the detached houses. The third one was a home on Cleveland, and it's listed for about $1,695. It's a great home. It is a little bit on the small side for a detached house in terms of square footage. It's just a little over 700 square feet per floor, which puts it in about the right price range for where it's at. So we'll see what happens. They're not looking to hold back offers like some other homes in the market. They're looking at a 48-hour irrevocable time frame, which allows them to receive multiple offers but not have to say there's an offer date, which is one strategy in the way you go to market. Let's talk about the sales for a minute. There were 5 sales in Davisville Village this week. 3 were semi-detached and 2 were detached. 3 sold over the asking price, about 5 to 13%. 2 sold for 99% of the asking price, which is pretty good in the market. So that's a good indication that we're still in a seller's market, but ever so slightly. There were only 2 to 4 offers on the 3 homes, so it's not outrageous where in 2017 there was 10, 15, 20 offers on a home. So these only had 2 to 4. So that's good for both buyers and sellers. We're heading more or less to a balanced market, but it seems like buyers are coming back into the fray and looking to buy homes this spring. So that's great news for sellers. The average days on market was for the 5 homes that sold this week was actually only 6 days. So not a lot of time. So if you are interested in finding a home, you need to get out there and see homes almost as soon as they come on the market to make sure that you're in the mix and you're finding the home that you want. So just to go through some of the sales that happened this week, there was a home on Foreman that was listed for $1,189 and it sold for 99% of the asking price in about 4 or 5 days. It was a little narrower than some of the other houses in the neighborhood at 17.5 feet wide on the lot by 150 deep, but did sell in under a week for 99% of the asking price, so that's pretty good pricing on the listing agent's part. The house on Sudan had a great L-shaped lot and it was renovated. It attracted a lot of buyers out to see the home, but only received a couple of offers, which is good for both buyer and seller. There was a good chance that the buyers were able to buy it and the sellers were able to sell it at a price that worked for them. The third one was on Tilson. Tilson's a great street in the neighborhood, has a lot of charm. It's not a through street, so lots of kids on that street. So people tend to like that kind of environment. Also accesses the Morris County School District, which people generally like. The house was a good size on the main floor. Upstairs had a good master bedroom, but some of the other rooms were a little bit smaller, which made it a little bit awkward, but it was a nice house all in all and in a fantastic location. It had the most offers in the marketplace and sold for 13% over the asking price, which is a good number for a house on Tilson in this market, so good for them. The house on Cleveland that also sold in just a few days, and that was good for the sellers. The house needed a number of renovations, but was a later model build, so it was built in the 80s, and that made it easy to update. You don't have to deal with a lot of the electrical, you can just deal with a lot of the cosmetics and layout. There'll be a number of new listings coming on the market next week, but next week is the last week before Easter. Easter, typically there's a slowdown over the weekend. People don't list the week before, they often list the week after. So we're going to see a bit of a slowdown the week after next. So if you're out looking for a house right now, this week is going to be a good time to check out what the inventory is. Keep a lookout, and I'm sure we'll see lots of homes come up after Easter. I'm Jethro Seymour on the pulse of the Davisville Village real estate market, bringing you the latest information. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week.